Technically, it's only a bad dream if you eventually wake up. It's time for your Friday nightmare. I call this evening's tale Joe's Bucket. Every day, Joe goes fishing. She is old now, but still strong enough to carry the heavy bucket with one hand as she trudges her way down to the dock. The bucket makes a wet, sloshing noise as she sets it down. The writing on the lid has long been worn away by the years, and the friction of her bottom as she sits on it and casts out to sea. There's not much to catch these days but small, sick-looking crabs that latch onto the chicken thighs she uses as bait. That's fine, though. After just 3 casts, Joe pulls her line back and finds a crab viciously holding onto the meat. She gets up, reaches down, and pops the lid off the bucket using one hand in a practiced motion. A smell like ammonia and pus wafts out of the black water inside. Joe holds her line with the crab above the bucket. A hand with 6 webbed fingers and no thumb reaches out, stretching impossibly far from the tiny space. The skin is bleached gray and covered in bony spurs that look like anglerfish teeth. The hand snatches the crab and disappears back into the water with a splash. Joe sets the lids back down and resumes her seat. The fishing is done for the day, so she watches the sunset. Eventually, something like whale song comes from the container, and Joe smiles. If you liked that, please check out my collection Stranger Things or The Rook Circle, available on Amazon or wherever dangerous books are sold. Until then, have a good evening.